Hi guys, so in this video I will show you how to obtain the Paladin Class Mount and what it looks like in the game. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then don't watch this video. So to unlock flying, you need to have done the following. 1. Unlock Pathfinder Part 1. 2. Do a class campaign. 3. Unlock Pathfinder Part 2. Then 4. Get your Mount Quest. There is a link in the description box below for a more detailed guide on these requirements. Now before we start, I will just say that as of right now on the PTR, you will need various materials to be able to complete this quest. So a note to all players who want to obtain the Paladin Mount, I recommend obtaining these items now before 7.2 in case these items become slightly overpriced. However, please remember the requirements may change when this goes live. So as of right now, you will need the following. 1. Stonehide leather barding, obtained from a leather worker or on the auction house. 50 laystone ore from mining or the auction house. And 1 Saber's eye from a jewel crafter or again from the auction house. Okay, so let's begin the quest. Once you meet these requirements, a quest will pop up called Worthy of the Title, and you need to speak to Lord Grayson in your class hall. When you accept the quest called Preparations Underway, you will need to provide him with the first item I mentioned in the intro, which is the Stonehide leather barding. Hand this in and receive the quest called the Hammer of Dalaran. This requires you to speak to Dalaran's blacksmith. So head over to the blacksmith to receive the quest called A Few Things First. Now this is where you will need to have the rest of the materials I mentioned previously, the 50 laystone ore and the Saber's eye gem. Hand these in and accept the quest called Leather to Legendary, and then watch the blacksmith do his thing.
See you later.
Once he has made the item, click on it to pick it up and head back to your class hall and again speak to Lord Grayson. He will give you the quest Stirring in the Shadows and he wants you to meet him in Stratholme in Eastern Plaguelands, so head outside of your class hall and mount up and fly over to the dungeon entrance. Speak to the NPC outside and he will port you inside the instance. Listen to Lord Grayson's speech and then go and speak to 2 of the NPC paladins outside.
But so far, we've been unable to secure the holy water. I sent in 3 of my best men to search for it, but they've not returned. I fear for their safety. Perhaps someone of your skills would be better suited to recover the water. Please, take a pair of my paladins with you. Who knows what's still lurking in this place?
They consist of a DPS, a tank and a healer. Pick whichever you are not, so in my case I picked a DPS and a healer since I'm a tank. You now have to do a short quest in which you need to obtain 6 holy waters and rescue 3 paladins which are all behind 3 easy mini bosses. Simply follow the yellow markers on your map to find the items and the mini-boss locations. The first mini-boss is Ossian, who looks like the first boss from ICC. Just move out of his AoE and use your shield to interrupt his ability to move him out of the AoE he places on the ground. Once you've defeated him, head inside and free the paladin. Repeat this process for the other 2 bosses. Mini boss number 2 is Rotmouth. Just stun him when he runs over to the pile of what looks like dead corpses to feed, and just nuke him down. Head inside and again free the second Paladin. Mini boss number 3 is Pestilent. Again, another easy mini boss, just nuke him down and dispel the debuff that he places onto you. You can also dispel it from your allies if you need to. Head inside and free the final Paladin, and make sure you have collected all of the holy waters from outside, and then head back to Lord Grayson and hand him the holy water.
Excellent job recovering the water, High Lord. And you have my deepest thanks for saving my paladins. I'll apply the water to the barding. The rest, High Lord, lies with you and your weapon.
Click onto the item that he makes in the yellow bubble, and then mount up and head to the end of the instance to explore the crypt.
It is done. The barding is ready. Now we go to Rivendare's crypt to confront his specter. Mount up, paladins. We ride. They'll bring up the rear, while we're inside dealing with Rivendare. Where is his body? It should be here. Someone's taken it, and this does not bode well.
Once you discover that the body is missing, head outside to face the final boss. Again, this is another easy fight. Just make sure to move out of the crap that he puts on the floor and interrupt his drain life. Dispel yourself when the debuff is applied to you.
The beast is bound, High Lord. The light has favored us this day. Let us reconvene at the Sanctum of Light. There, you can bard the beast safely. When you're ready to leave, speak with me, and I'll see to our safe return.
Once the beast is captured, speak to Lord Grayson and be ported back to your class hall.
What can I do for you?
Speak to him once again to receive the mount and watch the cutscene. So let's now have a look at the mount. So first impressions is, it's okay. Yeah, it's just okay. It's not my favourite looking mount, but it's alright. So it seems to have a tome on its left leg, and a shield on the right leg, and a hammer on the back. The fire from the tail and on the base of the legs seems to represent the consecration spell. So when we start moving, the light from the horse's hooves seems to represent the holy light or the holy power that the paladin possesses. But like I said previously, it's definitely not my favourite looking mount. I think the shaman has the best looking mount by far, and I actually think the mage mount looks actually pretty good as well. Anyway guys, overall it was a fun quest and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this mount, and do you think you will be actually using it in the game? Please comment, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.